Congratulations on purchasing the Hairagami Total Hair Makeover Kit instructional video, your personal step-by-step guide to the basics of using each styling tool in our incredible collection. By following along with our easy instructions as you work in your own hair, you'll soon be able to create endless combinations of fabulous hairstyles right at home in minutes. The more often you use your Hairagami styling tools, the more familiar and comfortable you'll be. You'll quickly discover that the possibilities really are endless. With just a little practice and your own imagination, you'll soon be creating high-fashion hairstyles for any occasion, from funky to contemporary to elegant, 365 days a year. The Hairagami is our signature product that started it all. Its two flat arms open at one end and lock together with a spring action at each end. When you hear both ends click, the Hairagami is locked. Once you get the feel of the sensitive spring action, you'll be totally at home using it. To make the perfect bun, capture your hair between the arms of the Hairagami and carefully spread your hair out evenly across the arms. Holding the ends firmly together so your hair doesn't slip out, slide the Hairagami down the length of your hair and roll it under until it won't roll anymore. Now, snap the ends upward and bend them up until they meet to form a circle. This is the perfect bun, and it's yours in a minute. To create a European bun, just bend the ends of the Hairagami in toward the center of the bun and spread your hair to cover them. What an elegant look! For a spiral bun, simply overlap one end of the Hairagami over the other and spread your hair to cover the ends. Because the Hairagami springs shut in one direction, if it won't spring up, just start by rolling it an inch higher or lower in your hair, and it'll end up in the right position. The bun tail is one of the most popular Hairagami styles. To create it, spread only the top layer of your hair across the Hairagami arms, leaving the hair below loose. Holding firmly, slide the Hairagami down to the end of your hair. Now for this style, roll the Hairagami up, because you want the Hairagami ends to spring down. Spread your hair between the Hairagami and roll it out to the ends of your hair. Snap the ends so they spring under until they meet. Now, gather the length of loose hair below the Hairagami into a ponytail, and twisting it slightly to keep it tight, pull the hair up and through the ends of the Hairagami to make a beautiful bun tail. Here's another great style that uses a second Hairagami, this time after you have created your bun tail. Take the ponytail itself and capture it between a second Hairagami and roll it under. Snap the ends shut horizontally around the outside of the first bun and spread your hair evenly out over the surface. Remember, there is no limit to your imagination. Therefore, there's no limit to the number of great hairstyles you can create using your Hairagami. The classic pony is one of the simplest and most popular Hairagami styles. Sandwich your hair between the arms and spread it evenly across the Hairagami. Now, just bend the ends up and overlap them at the center, squeezing to tighten. You won't believe how thick the classic pony makes your hair look. The serpentine is another amazing style using the Hairagami. After you've sandwiched the top layer of your hair and slid it out toward the ends, slowly roll the Hairagami upward. When in place, snap the ends so they spring under. Now, make a simple spiral bun by overlapping one end of the Hairagami over the other. Now, using your second Hairagami, sandwich the loose layer of hair below and this time roll the Hairagami under. Snap the ends up and bend them together as if you were creating a spiral bun. Take the outside end of the lower Hairagami and insert it over the outside end of the upper Hairagami. The result will be an incredibly fluid serpentine line that looks like it was done in a salon. Just look at all the beautiful styles you can do in minutes using the original Hairagami. Our hot knots allow you to create some of the most amazing hairstyles you've ever seen. These little telescoping sticks vanish into your hair like magic. Divide your hair into sections. Work on just one section at a time. And with your wrist, keep twirling your hair around the stick until it feels comfortably tight. Now, point the hot knot toward your scalp and anchor it firmly in your hair. To make the hot knot disappear, simply press the telescoping end into the tool. Here's an easy hot knot updo you can create in under a minute. Taking the top layer of your hair, carefully twirl your hair around the stick, always keeping the hair tightly wound, and anchor it securely to form a knot in the center, leaving the ends casually loose. This style looks great, both from the back and from the sides. Once you've created a hot knot in the top layer of your hair, you can quickly turn it into a great looking updo by taking the lower layer of your hair and twirling it around the second hot knot stick. Simply anchor this stick to the first knot for a fast and easy updo that can take you from day to night. For a trendy and dramatic high-fashion hair fan, simply spread the loose ends of hair sticking out of your hot knots and with a little of our styling hair wax on your fingertips, form the ends into spikes. The hair yoga allows you to easily create unique styles you can't do with any other hair accessory. Only you will know how easy it is to use. In no time, you'll become an expert in the art of folding your hair with this one-of-a-kind three-tiered barrette. You can even match the appearance of hair yoga to your jewelry. Look, all you do is simply replace the black top clip with the gold or the silver top clip. Here's how to use the hair yoga. Open the bottom tier of the barrette, capture the top layer of your hair in it, straighten the barrette, and smooth out your hair. Next, open the middle tier of the hair yoga and divide the hair that's in the barrette into two sections. Holding the open clip in one hand, use your other hand to take a section of hair. Fold it up, and if you want, cross it over the other. Now capture it in the middle tier of the barrette so that the ends of your hair are sticking out. Now, open the top tier of the hair yoga, take the second section of hair, fold it up and cross over, and capture it in the top tier with the ends sticking up. This is the only barrette in the world that will allow you to create such a fabulous hairstyle. And there are so many variations you can do. Here's a great updo called the yin yang. Open the bottom tier of the barrette, capture the top layer of your hair in it, straighten the barrette, and smooth out your hair. Next, open the middle tier of the hair yoga and divide all the loose hair below into two sections. Take a section of hair and pulling upward, twist the section loosely 3 or 4 times. Now, fold the twisted hair up, locking it in the middle tier of the barrette so the ends of your hair are sticking up. Now, open the top tier of the hair yoga. Take the second section of hair and twist it 3 or 4 times. Once again, fold the second section up and capture it in the top tier with the end sticking out. Using your fingers, fan out the loose ends. This wonderful style has loads of personality. Another variation of this hair yoga style starts with the same steps by opening the bottom tier of the barrette, capturing the top layer of your hair, straightening the barrette, and smoothing out your hair. As before, open the middle tier of the hair yoga and divide all the loose hair below into two sections. The difference is that for this style, you'll twist each section even more tightly than for the previous style. Keep twisting the section of hair until, like a phone cord that's been twisted too often, the section actually twists back over itself. Firmly lock the twisted section into the middle tier of the hair yoga barrette. Open the top tier of the barrette and repeat the twisting process with the second section of hair. You can achieve different looks by changing the direction of the twisting action inward or outward. Hair yoga is hair sculpture. And as with all the Hairagami tools, hair yoga styles won't come down until you take them down. You won't believe how many great hairstyles you can create using our fantastic silver tone spring rings. Start by twisting your hair from the bottom up. Holding your twisted hair up with one hand, use your other hand to insert a spring ring. Point first at the base of your hair. Begin by turning the spring ring in your hair in the direction it is pointing. For comfortable, secure hold, you should feel the point moving gently against your scalp as you turn the ring. Keep applying pressure to the pointed end as you turn the spring ring into place, focusing on keeping it as close to your scalp as possible. Holding your hair with one hand, use your free hand to insert the second spring ring. Again, employ the same technique as you turn the second ring into your hair. For an even more secure style, link the second ring through the first as you turn it. Once the spring rings are where you want them, play with any stragglers to create a cute and purposely messy style, or simply tuck them in for a beautifully elegant finished look. To create a variation on the style we just demonstrated for you, simply leave the ends of your twisted hair loose instead of tucking them into the spring ring twist. As with all Hairagami styles, feel free to use our hair wax to create a finishing touch with fun spikes and spirals.